Hello. In this video I'm going to show you how to install a Shelly 2.5 to control two light switches. Please take in mind that such installation should be done by an electrician, so performing this yourself is under your own responsibility. There's a danger of an electrical shock or even a fire hazard for loose installation. Please be careful. Simulating the power source using a regular socket, the brown wire is the live and the blue wire is the neutral. Make sure to turn off your power grid during the installation. Let's start with disassembling the switch. As you can see, each switch has live input and an output that goes out to the light. The switch state determines if the live is transferred to the light. Seeing that the box behind the switches doesn't have a neutral wire, we add one from our power source because the Shelly requires both a live wire and a neutral wire. Make sure to read the manual provided with the product. You can find it in the Shelly.cloud website for easier reading. It includes the connection schematics and all required instructions. Once we have the neutral ready, we'll start with the installation. The two L terminals are internally connected, so you only need to connect one of them. The N terminal is for the neutral wire. The SW terminals are connected to the switch output and the O1 and O2 terminals are connected to the light. As you can see, the Shelly is connected between the switch to the lights. That way it can control the lights while knowing the state of the switch. Once connected, you should bring the power back on. You should see a red light on the Shelly, and if the switches work, the connection is probably good. Now that's everything's in place, let's start the power so we can see that the switches work. If you can control the light with the switches, we're at a good start. Now we'll either use the Shelly app or a regular browser to continue with the setup. I'm going to demonstrate the setup using the browser, the app is even easier to use. You should see a new Wi-Fi network for the Shelly you just installed. Connect to that network and open 192.168.33.1 in your browser. If you don't see the network, make sure you connected the device properly, and if you did, try resetting it using the reset button or 5 consecutive clicks on the switch right after you turn on the power. Once you see the web interface, you can already test the switch by clicking on the power icons. The first thing to set up is your Wi-Fi SSID and password. This is done under Internet and Security. Click on Wi-Fi Mode, Client, and simply input the name of your network and the password. When you save, you will lose the connection until you connect to your Wi-Fi network and access the Shelly using the IP address assigned to it automatically by your router. I recommend opening your router's settings and find the new Shelly device in the clients list. Copy the MAC address and the assigned IP and set a reserved IP so you can always access it with the same address. Once you've set the reserved IP, open your browser again and navigate to that IP to see the Shelly web interface. You may also want to run a firmware upgrade when available, so you will be using the latest version. Now, you can set the type of each switch, and at what state it will be after power on. I'm setting it to be off after a power on, although you might prefer to use Restore Last mode. For the switch type, I'm using the Edge mode, which allows you to use the Shelly together with the physical switch in ease by making the physical switch a toggle switch without caring if it's up or down. That way, any change in the physical switch will toggle the light. That's it. Thanks for watching.